Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Analytics with Amrita. So today we are going to solve one more question for the SQL interview, that is write a query to find cities where not even a single order was returned. Okay, so here we have two tables. First one is orders table and the second one is returns table. To find details of returns table, we will write select star from returns. That means after executing this query, we will get our total orders details which were returned with order ID and return reason. In orders table, we will get all the orders detail with, and the column is 9,994 rows. So let's bifurcate our question first. What is the question? Write a query to find cities. Okay, this is our first question, part of the question. So for first part of the question, from which table we can find our cities? We can find our cities from orders table, because as you can see in beside here you can find cities, state, countries. Okay, so from orders table you can find city column. So what is our second part? Where not even a single order was returned. So to get the return order details, we will get the return order details from returns table, right? Now this is our third part. This is our second part. Not even a single order was returned. So what can happen if we will join our returns table and orders table? Okay, let's join our returns table and orders table on the basis of cities. Okay, o dot city. And what we have to get? We have to get order, not even a single order was returned. So we can find the count, how many orders were returned, right? For each city. Let's find how many orders were returned for each city. First we will find our city name. Then the second column will be number of orders, whatever the number of orders were returned. So for that we will write count o dot r dot order ID, right? And we'll close this. Then we'll write from orders o, and we will join it to returns r, right? Now we will write our returns. What is the column? We will join on the basis of order ID. So we will get our order ID, right? We will get our count, like how many orders were returned on this particular, in the particular city. We will get the count. So we will alias it as returned order count. Okay, and this is done. Now we have to join on the basis of what? We will join on the basis of order ID, right? Then we will write r dot order ID. The same question will arise here as well. Why the square bracket is coming? Because there is a space between orders and ID. That's why the square bracket is coming. Here, if you will see in orders table, there is no bracket there is no space in between order and ID. This the underscore is marked. That's why there is no square bracket in orders for orders table order ID, whereas we are getting a square bracket for returns table order ID because of the space in between order ID. Okay. Now we will group things by o dot city, because we have to get the details on the basis of city. Okay. Now let's see how many orders were returned on for each city. So as you can see, there are these, like for every order there are 2, 3, 11, 4. We are getting counts, right? So let's see, is there any count where we were having 0? Let's first check manually. Then we will check it um, through query. Okay. Here we are getting our numbers, right? How many orders were returned for a particular order ID. So we are getting 119 records. So let's put a condition to get no, like, not, we have to find cities where not even a single order were returned. That means this order, return order count should be 0. Then only we will get our um, those orders where counts were not returned, right? Where return order count will be 0, right? Now let's run this and see is there any city or not. Why it's not coming? Okay, so the issue here is we were getting only those orders. Okay, because we haven't mentioned any join, which join we are using. We didn't mention any join. So by default, it's using inner join. So because we have to get the details from orders table, right? Because the city were present in orders table. If we have to get the all the cities name, then we have to use left join, because the left join, because we will get the details from orders table. When we put left join, we will get the details from the orders table. If instead of left join, if we put right join, we will get the details from returns table. If we put inner join, we will get only the details which are present in both the. Then this should not be here, right? Because only those order will come where return, only those cities will come where returns were done, right? So let's first run left join on this query. Let's see, here you can see, like, there are that means there are total 532 cities were there, right? Here 532 cities are there, and here you can see there are few cities where zero returns were done. Okay, so now we can see how many cities are there where zero returns were done. Now we can check 413 cities are there where no return were done. That means this the question is solved. But let's do something more. Let's get the details from the returns table. What you are expecting? What should come? If we will run this as well, will there any order should come or not? Think first. Now, if we will put this condition here, right, where count of order ID is equal to 0. What do you mean? That means there should not be any order, because we are getting the details from returns table. As per right join, the details should come from the returns table, right? And if we are getting details from returns table, then this can't be 0. This should be 1, 2, 3, or more than 0, right? This can't be 0. Let's run this. If we will do this much only, then we will get our data. As you can see, we are getting our data. Like, we are getting 119 cities. For that, if we will calculate this, we must get 296, because in returns table, there are 296 rows. That so after calculating this second column, we will get 296 rows. Okay, but when we put this condition, the order id is 0, then we will get 0. Why? Because it can't be possible to get details from returns table and there should be 0 order. This can't be possible. That's why we will get no orders from here. As you can see, there is no order is coming. If we will put inner join here as well, that means we will get the details from orders table as well as returns table, which are common, right? We will get only those details which are common in both the tables. So this condition will also not satisfy here, because the order ID in returns table is getting captured as per the inner join. So this can't be true. If we instead of 1, if 0, if we put more than 0, right, then we will get, let me first run this. Let me show you first. We are getting details here, right? When we put inner join, because we are getting details from both the tables which are common. If we put here equal to 0, then we will not get any details because of this 0 condition. Okay, but if we will put here instead of 0, we will put greater than 0, we will get details. Why? Because this condition is getting satisfied. This can't be true because we are getting details from returns table as well. To get the details not from returns table, we have to use left join here. Okay, when once we put left join here, then we will get the details from orders table only, right? All the matching records from the orders table, and where there is no return or there is no returns, there is no details in the returns table, they will put returns order id column as 0. So we will get this details, right? Let me execute this. Here you can see that we are getting other number as well, but once we put this, we will get only those cities where order IDs are 0, where that means these are those cities where orders were never returned. Okay, so this is how we should approach these kind of questions, and we can easily solve these kind of questions. Thank you.